So how many of you get a little bit confused when it comes to everyone is yourself pushed out, and you were in expectancy of a brilliant outcome with regards to this specific person, right? I was expecting that this specific person, this boss of mine, was going to give me the job, and they just tore me down instead. I was expecting that if I ask this person out, the object of my affections, I was expecting that they were going to accept it, and I just got a big fat no. Or I got in touch with my SP, or they got in touch with me. I'm thinking this is movement, this is all going well, and actually I've just gotten abuse, I've just gotten negativity. Why is that? When everyone is self-pushed out, and I think great of myself, and I think great in relation to them, and I'm occupying the state of the wish fulfilled, I've accepted my desire. So why has this occurred? What am I doing wrong? What do we do in circumstances like this? Okay, where does the blame go? Should we be blaming ourselves? I'm going to share with you from my own experiences and my knowledge of the law, extensive experience as well. I'm not just book read on this. Like I say, I'm not just regurgitating. You have seen, and I have proven to you, numerous of my own amazing, incredible manifestations. Behind me is another one. This is my car. So this is Kit. This was my manifestation from many, many, many years ago. Still have it to this day because I adore it. So they don't make these anymore. But imagine my intention had affected the company that create this car, Mini, and they manufactured this car essentially just for me to have my desire realized, because two-seater sporty Minis don't exist. There it is again with the ice cream van. Why do I keep manifesting ice cream vans? So the little spoiler and everything. So I'm actually known for this car in the area because of how rare that it is, right? This is how powerful you are. You can influence corporations, you can influence rules and regulations, you can influence people, but everyone is self-pushed out does not mean I control another person's behavior. Okay, that's the thing, because even though they might reflect a lot of your beliefs, a lot of your assumptions, right, they're not going to be reflecting everything. You're not going to be controlling everything that they do or say and how they act towards you, okay, because they are individuals as well. Okay, they're living their own reality. They have their own desires, their own wills, their own intentions that they're setting in their realities. And although there are billions and billions of worlds going on simultaneously in existence now, as well as my world, we're all living on this one planet in harmony as well. Okay, so yes, they're going to be moved, just like Minnie was moved to create this car to realize my dream, right? Just like your SP gets moved to reach out to you, or to reconnect, or to give you a job, or to give you, people get moved to take action, but you are not controlling all their behaviors, okay, because we're all free as well in our own senses. They are not puppets on a string. People are not puppets, okay? You're not the only one in existence and everyone is some sort of mindless robot that you can just control. That's not how it is, all right? We're all in harmony on this planet together. And that's something that I think a lot of us forget, or perhaps is misunderstood in the community, and why we get so disappointed. Because, well, I'm told that if I expect something and expect the best in it, then I'm going to get it. No, you're not. Because you do not control other people's behaviors, and you do not control the bridge of events. We've already established that the how and the when, it's not up to us. And everything's in existence now, and really everything is good. So if you look at it, look around me. These leaves on the trees, think of them as every possibility, every eventuality that's in existence now, okay? Every leaf is a representation of the various types of version of my SP, or the various outcomes that I could have in relation to other desires, right? Everything is all in existence. And I'm tapping into I'm picking a leaf, and I'm making that leaf my home, essentially, and I'm bringing that to the surface so I can focus on that. Because at the moment, everything is in existence, but it's all a blur. It's all in the background. I need to pick a leaf for myself, and that leaf is going to be, that's my outcome, that's my desired reality. This is what I hold on to, and this is what is manifesting in my world, right? But everything is in existence now. Creation is finished, and that means the good, the bad, and the ugly as well. If I take out just one possibility, if I take out a few leaves because I don't like it, I'll do it with numbers actually, because that's better. How many numbers can we count up to? Infinite, right? We can keep on going infinitely. Sequence of numbers goes on and on to infinity. We can all agree that, right? And we can agree that in order for something to be infinite, it's all there, it's infinite. It's not being created, it's not in the process of, it's already is present now. And that's what we accept about reality, that's what we're told, okay? So if I state to myself, I don't like the possibility of rejection from my SP, and I don't like a third party, and I don't like this, right? And I'm going to crumble up number 3, because number 3 is representational, and everything that I don't wish to experience, number 3 is bad, number 3 is unlucky. So I'm going to remove number 3. What happens if I remove just one digit, one possibility out of the equation of life? Everything else crumbles, because 1, 2, can't go to 3 now. Wait a minute, 1 plus 2 equals, well, what does it equal now? There's all of these different things. I can't go up to 30 or 33 or 33. Like, what the hell? So everything then collapses. Everything has to exist now. And it's not about good or bad. Everything in the eyes of creation, as they said, like, God said it was all good, apparently, right? Creation is finished and it was all good. It's all good. So everything that is happening, everything that we encounter is meant to be good, right? The universe and that, it's perfect as it is. It's all good. But we are the ones who attach a meaning to things. We're the ones who decide this is an opportunity or this is an obstacle. This is a good thing, this is a bad thing. We're the ones who decide it. And that's why there's no one to change but self. I don't control the outside. I don't control the 3D. I don't control people, okay? They are moved. Everyone and everything is moved in accordance to my assumption. But I can't move and control every little thing. Imagine if all of us had the power to do that, to control everything at every time. Again, what a strange existence. There's something nice about expecting like the unexpected as well, right? But it's more about preparation, okay? Now, let me share with you something from my own personal experience again, so you can understand it. As you know, I've manifested a few SPs back for relationship in my years of doing this. Not many. I have manifested many SPs. When I say that, I'm talking about different outcomes. Some of them just wanted an apology. Some of them just wanted a friendship and a reconnection. Some of them, like my first SP, my second SP, no one back in my life. Yep. Relationship, friendship, okay? The only reason that I'm not still with them to this day is not to do with my self-concept and my concept of self in relationships and that. No, I'm very capable of having long-term healthy relationships. But I changed. My taste changes. I'm not the same person in my 20s as I am now in my 40s and back then in my 30s and things like that. We change, or at least I certainly do, and so my taste changes as well. So it served its purpose. I got my desire, I fulfilled my wish. Now I'm on to the next one, because we're human beings, we're entitled to have various desires, and we're here to realize our desires, to have fulfilling experiences. That's what we're here for, okay? So I have no doubt about the kind of people that I attract in my life and the kind of relationships I can have. My first SP, yeah, okay, wasn't ideal when I first attracted him in, but I was a young girl, okay? Now, where to begin with this? So obviously, unexpected things will occur. Not to do with your concept of self. Now, I know, even though I was, very young at the time when I manifested my first SP back for a relationship, right? My concept of self shifted. I went from the girl that was rejected and in a relationship with someone who was on drugs and stuff, and it was a bad relationship. It wasn't a bad relationship, obviously it wasn't a healthy, ideal relationship, and then things broke down, and then he got with, he had cheated on me, and then he got with a third party, then he moved in with a third party, then it was just like convoluted. You guys know the story. I have shared everything with you, okay? I'm very transparent on this channel because I want you to see that I am speaking from experience here, okay? So trust me when I tell you, I had shifted. I was like, I went from checking social media, anxiety, trying to chase him, to I just knew in my heart that he was going to come back, and I knew that he was missing me, and I just felt this, and I felt very content, and I was living my best life, and I just got on with things. He comes back, and the first time he came back, and he spent the evening here, and we were like chatting, and it was all the, I miss you, I love you. It was very nice to reconnect and stuff. It was like no time had really passed. He wasn't well though. He wasn't fully conformed. He was still on drugs. But I thought, great, this is brilliant. Everything's working out for me, right? But wrong. At that point, you see, I don't control other people's behaviors. I can only control my assumptions. And my assumption was, I know he loves me. I know he cherishes me. I know that everything's working out for me. I know that he's going to come back to be in a relationship with me. I just knew it. And I knew that he was capable of getting clean and having a great life with me, and us sharing life together and doing the things we couldn't do before, and him holding down a job and driving legally. Like, literally, those were my very strong assumptions. So great assumptions, right? Nothing bad, you know, didn't have any insecurities about it, or abandonment wounds about it, or nothing. Okay, didn't question that. And so he came back, but then the next day he went back to the third party. And again, I went back to being blocked, being ghosted, nothing. So what the hell happened? If I was so brilliant and steadfast in my sense of self, why is it that he came in, then he went out again? I don't control his behavior, okay? How I saw it though, my perception is what I control. And the version that I had revealed to me already was the version who loves me and misses me. And so it didn't, so at the time I did get triggered, okay, because like I said, we're human and we're meant to get triggered, we're meant to have a human experience, okay, we're meant to. Enough of this, we're meant to be perfect. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect. None of us are perfect, we're not designed to be, but you can be an incredible success. There are some amazing, successful people in this world, in this planet. Do you think that they have never encountered negativities, hardships? Even Abdullah himself, even Neville Goddard encountered people who were undesirable. You think he was there revising it and questioning himself and all the rest of it? No, because we're human. We have to honor that side of ourselves. Stop forgetting that. Honor that side of yourself and realize, okay, unexpected things happen. I was not expecting that. That was a slap in the face. I was upset about it. I was confused about it. I was like, what the hell's going on? Tried to get in touch and I was blocked. He said he was going to come back. What's going on? Back to square one, so it seemed. But the thing is, because I was steadfast in my state and my concept of self in relation to him, it didn't make sense for me to view it as it's not happening. That was my manifestation. That's it. All is lost. I give up. It's not working. That doesn't make sense, because I changed myself. So I can't change what happened. I can't change his behavior. And I wasn't going to sit there revising it and fighting with it. I was literally like, yeah, but I know the truth. So I'll stay true to myself and my imaginal act. And that's what I did. And I carried on till a few months later, he came back. Now I realized the bridge unfolded like that, because that's the thing. I knew that we were going to be together without the worry of the third party still lurking around. And so if they had just broken up and he had not gone back to her at that point, who knows? He might have still had some doubts. He might have still been thinking, oh, should I have given it another chance with her? Should I? At least this way, he went back, he gave it another chance, gave it his all. And it was even more toxic the second time round. And it broke down horrifically. He ended up homeless because of it. And because of that, there was no going back. Because of that, he was quite happy for me to take him out of Dover and bring him to London. Because of that, so do you see, everyone plays their part perfectly. Third party played her part perfectly. He played his part perfectly. I don't control their behaviors in every single action, but I controlled my perception of it. And so you will encounter people that might treat you horribly, or an SP that might reject you, or might do something that you're like, hang on, I wasn't expecting that, and I was expecting the best of them. Well, if you expect the best of them, continue to perceive them in that way, and you'll reveal more of that. But this is, although it doesn't make sense to us right now, this somehow is working in my favor, and that's what I have to trust in this, because everything's in existence now, right? Every version is in existence now, every behavior, every possibility is in existence right now. It's too much for me to take. This is chaos back here, right? Okay, all these bridges and the intricacy of the bridges that have to align. It has to align with his desire, with the third party's desires, with me. It has to align with, right? So this is why I don't want to take care of all of this. Higher self, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, you take care of this. But I have to trust that it doesn't make sense. Now, I decide if I am the victim or the victor. That's what I decide. Do I decide to be a victim when he just decided to up and leave? Or am I the victor in this? I still saw myself as the victor. And that's the thing. Then everyone, like I say, conforms and shifts, and the whole reality starts to shift and to change, to reveal more of what it is that you want to see. But it doesn't, the negative behavior doesn't just cease to be, or the other possibilities that could happen don't just cease to be. Like I said before, just because I get into the state of love and world peace and everything doesn't mean that war ceases to be. It is there, it's in the background. And my community is loving, is beautiful. You guys are intelligent, successful. All of you are successful. Like I say, you're all getting in the success mindset. You help each other. You're really, really positive. Beautiful. I'm blessed to have encountered so many beautiful people in this community. That was always my desire. I didn't care too much about having big community. I liked the intimacy of getting to know people in this kind of tight-knit group, you know, and I just adored that. And people always comment about how great the community is when I do lives, how positive it is. Our Discord chat, people are just like, oh my God, I don't go on any other community. This feels so safe. Everyone is so lovely. Like, really, it's next level. That's always been my intention. Just like it's my intention that all of you get success and that all of you pick up on what I'm saying. You learn it, but you put it to the test, right? These are my strong intentions, but despite the fact that I have these strong intentions, despite the fact that I'm obviously successful in what I do, despite the fact that I've used this law numerous times and I can prove it and I can show you, look how much I've changed physically, my physical appearance changed, that, you know, no gyms, no special diets, nothing, right? Look, a car that you can't even get anymore that was just so rare and everything. Look, my dream home that I am now nearly mortgage free in a period property, okay, in my early, like, you know, my early to mid 40s, right? In London. For those of you who know, you know, okay? So I'm not just saying this stuff. I've manifested Joseph Ally, you know, I did an imaginal act with regards to Joseph, all right, manifested my perfect person. Those two bridges happen to come together, right? I'm actually showing you these are the incredible things that you can manifest. You can manifest all these things, right? But that doesn't mean that you won't necessarily encounter things that you might deem negative, but you just have to remember that everything is good, everything is for the greater good, everything is working in your favor, even if it doesn't make sense. So even if your SP has rejected you or something, that's part of it, still working in your favor. Okay, I just have to accept that is. You're going to come across negative people. I still, like I said, despite having a great community here, and that's what I forgot to mention just now, because I was going on a rant, still get trolls. Trolls just don't cease to be. Trolls just are not in my periphery so much, but occasionally I will encounter the odd one that is vicious and venomous with jealousy and rage. And of course they would be. Like I said, if you're occupying a failure mindset, you have to see failure in other people, and you have to project. You know how they say misery loves company? But some of them, right, I'm not going to sit there revising them and seeing them lovingly and seeing myself like, oh my God, is there something wrong with me? Because actually, although it's rare that I encounter them, because they never face me, although it's rare, the ones I've encountered played their part beautifully, because it was because of a troll that I then shot up to 10k subscribers, because I was just like, sod it. 10k subscribers by September. I think you can even see someone had commented on that, and I had said, yeah, okay, let's do it. 10k subscribers before September. I don't set deadlines normally. And literally within, what was it, a month, less than a month, suddenly I just shot up in subscriber count and stuff because of a troll. Got my website up and running because of a troll, like absolutely flourishing in so many ways, because sometimes these people do serve a very important purpose. They serve to trigger you. They serve to put you in pain. They serve to put you in a fight or flight. You either take action or you curl up in a ball and die. What do you use it for? What do you choose? How do you choose to see it? That's totally up to you, okay? But it's false to believe that you can control people's actions, and it's a false and unhealthy assumption to assume that just because you do encounter maybe negative people or whatever, that it's something wrong with you, something to do with your self-concept. Oh, you were in an abusive relationship and stuff, or it's something wrong with your self-concept. Well, is it? Or is it that they're playing a really integral role in your bridge of events? Because I can say the ending of my last relationship, which I manifested on purpose, because I wanted to have financial abundance in my house on my own. I wanted to have my free living room. I wanted to have my business. I wanted to have a new relationship. You know, I had set other intentions. So I had to manifest the end of this situation. He had to then turn abusive to put me through a trauma that lit me up, because I was procrastinating about starting my business for years. So had it not been for putting me through something like that, I can't control what he did, and it's not my fault what he did to me that left me with PTSD. It's the same for you guys. It's not your fault. Stop blaming yourself. Take yourself out of any abusive situation you find yourself in. Observe it. how can I use this to my advantage? Because I can't control what they do. I can only control my perception of it. And you're not going to sit there and revise everyone and love everyone and, oh, everyone who treated me badly, let me revise it, let me fix them. No, it's not up to me to do that, to sit there fixing every single person I come across. No one's going to do that. Even Neville Goddard had stated as well. He realizes he was a human being. We can all admit, Neville Goddard, amazing teacher, amazing metaphysical teacher, right? And yet, even he said himself about if anyone had hurt his wife or his child, of course, he would kill them. He would kill them, because he's also accepting that we're human beings. We're going to be reactionary. It's part of our nature. Fight or flight is part of our nature as a human being. And so let's be realistic about this. Let's get rid of these unrealistic expectations that you're going to be happy all the time, loving everyone all the time, can control and manipulate people every time. I think this is why people get freaked out by any sort of specific person manifestation. And some people hear success stories, they want to dismiss it. They don't want to believe it. They want to knock people for it. And that's why I say, have a voice, share your success story. My channel is your voice, because we're not going to be silenced. But also I want to show you that there is no manipulation here. The only thing that you can control and manipulate is yourself. That is it. And everything else a reflection of that, right? But it's got its own way of transforming and changing. We don't control that bridge, and we don't control behaviors. Is that enough? Is that clear enough? I hope that makes sense. I know it was a lot to take in, but it was something, like I said, that came up in our Discord community. And I get people in the Discord to make video suggestions, and this was one of them. So this is for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for those of you who joined the live, those of you who want to join Discord. All the links are in the description box below, and I'll put it in the comments too, so you can access and you can join in as well. I love you all, appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video.